Hello my friends, Kaitlyn here, and it is that time of year again. Time to envision my dreams and successes for the year and turn them into reality. Well, the reality of a vision board for now. So last year I made my first vision board as documented in this video, and it was an amazing experience. Both the making and the having it around all year to inspire me. So I definitely had to make another one this year. The basic premise of a vision board is to write down your goals and then translate them into images that represent your goals or the feeling of success that accomplishing those goals would give you. Basically stuff that gives you the warm fuzzies and makes you want to work really hard to fulfill your dreams. I personally like making a collage vision board on a large corkboard that I can put in my office out of magazine cutouts and printouts of inspiring images. But you can make a vision board in lots of ways. It could be your desktop background or a framed photo on your desk or in your journal. Essentially whatever suits your needs and will be in a place that you'll see often. So I decided to focus my vision board a little bit differently this year. Last year I wrote out all of my very specific goals and put them in the center of my board and then decorated all around it. Because I didn't really accomplish a lot of those goals from last year, because life is unpredictable and kinda sucks sometimes, I wanted this year's board to be less about forcing myself into certain need to-dos and more about focusing on 4 major areas of my life that I want to see change and growth. So let's put the board together and then we'll talk about it. So now that the board is all together, what went into it? The 4 main areas that I want to focus on this year are Speak Truth, Be Your Own Hero, Imagine, Dream, Inspire, and Worthy of Love. For Speak Truth, this section has a lot to do with me healing from the end of a long-term relationship. So it incorporates statements like tell your story, raise your voice, and it's pushing back at this idea that I felt really silenced in the last failing months of my relationship. I stopped saying how I felt and really even valuing how I felt in an effort to make someone else happy. So the idea here is to inspire me to speak truth in my experiences and in how I'm feeling in any future relationship, and to really value my voice. For Be Your Own Hero, this section also has a bit to do with the end of that relationship because I allowed myself to feel very small and weak and helpless. But I'm not, man. I am a supergirl, a dragon, a magical unicorn. So this section is all filled with my heroes, both real and imaginary. Sailor Moon, as always, Tessa Violet, an amazing musician and YouTube creator, Hannah Shaw, the kitten lady, an advocate and activist for saving kitten lives. For Imagine, Dream, Inspire, you'll also notice that this is my new tagline on YouTube, so this section is of course all about creativity. It's also about envisioning a happy future for myself, which is something that I've always had a hard time doing. So I've got pictures of Finn because he's coming to live with me soon and I'm so excited about it, and some unicorns because they make me feel so happy and magical. I also have a couple of art pieces by one of my favorite artists on Instagram right now, Mari Andrew. She does some pretty simple sketches that are just so packed with meaning about relationships and loneliness and life. The last section is Worthy of Love, which fits pretty well with my recent video, How to Love Your Body. I've got to get to a place of loving myself the way that I am. This means as a single lady when I thought I was going to be married, as a not as skinny or young as I used to be lady, as a person who only has so much time on this earth and doesn't have time for extraneous worrying. Something I have to constantly remind myself of, and as you'll see in big letters, you are good enough. Also, one big inspiration for me is another Instagrammer, Megan Crab, also known as Body Posy Panda. I really love this photo of her where she's doing a pinup photo shoot and looks so glam, and she's sitting in a chair like a normal person and you can see her belly rolls. This was a pretty revolutionary thing for me when I first found her and other Bopo Instagrammers, and it's definitely something I needed to see. Because being kind to myself and loving myself for the way that I am is something that I have a hard time doing most of the time. Woo! That's it! It's definitely different than last year, but I'm super excited to have made it, and it makes me so happy when I look at it. And I think it'll serve as a really good reminder for me on where I want my focus to be this year. Oh, and I also wanted to note, because I had this concern last year about using up all of your expensive printer ink, and I totally get that, which is why I send my files to a printing service like Office Depot and then go pick them up, so this whole board only cost me less than $3. So never fear, even making a giant board like this is totally affordable. For the question today, I want to know which of my 4 focuses this year is something that you think you might need in your life too. Let me know down in the comments. Oh, also something fun, I designed these 4 inspirational quote square things, and I wanted to make a printout for you, so there's a link in the description if you want to print them out and get started on your own vision board. Remember that you can check me out on these other social media sites. Instagram is of course my favorite, and you'll be seeing lots more of Finn because he's coming to live with me soon and I'm so excited. I hope this video made you smile, and if it did, remember to subscribe and to hit that notification bell so you know exactly when a new video pops in, and I'll see you guys next Thursday. Bye!